Hello, Gemini couples. First of all, I want to say thank you so much for your patience with me being away from this channel. A lot of stuff has happened in my life, and I made a video in regard to that. So I would appreciate if you went and watched that, just because I want people to know what's happened, you know, what went on. And it was just a lot of stuff that was entirely out of my control. And I don't want to go into it, but it's in the video if you're interested. With that being said, Gemini, this is a couples reading. And I also want to say too, because I've been on this like year-long break, YouTube is based on algorithm. And so how it works is that like when you're contributing consistently, it's going to start boosting your numbers. It's going to start boosting your exposure. And I used to do videos where like they'd get 30,000, 50,000, sometimes 100,000 views. And now, or in the past, it's been like, you know, 100, 200, 300 views. So I'm really trying to boost my channel, get out of YouTube weeds, and persevere here. So one way that you can help me with that is if you resonate, like the video. If you're a new subscriber, or if you're new to my channel and you resonate with my videos, please subscribe, and please interact with comments and communication in the comment section. You know, the more interaction we have, the better. We can get this channel going again. We can also get it to other people because it helps it move along to other folks. So, that being said, Gemini, this is a couples reading, it's a general reading, not a personal reading. If it resonates, it resonates. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Don't make it fit. So, the reading I asked really, it's a couples reading, but it's kind of like your position, their position, what can be contributed, what can be, you know, how can this move along? I want to say here, Gemini couples, sorry, I'm like caught on something over here. This is not a bad reading. This is not a bad reading. This is actually a quite considerate reading, a very loving reading. And I want to preface it that way, you know. I feel here, Gemini, I've looked at these cards. I don't want to beat around the bush. I feel here that you guys are dealing with a situation where one partner is in a particular position in their life where they're doing pretty good, and they've kind of been around the block enough emotionally to understand where somebody might not be exactly in the same position, but they have consideration and care enough for the person to continue and to be patient and to be a sense of balance here for this person. Because I feel like whomever you may be dealing with, Gemini, they have like some strange, you know, attachments keep coming up in a lot of these readings, but they have, I don't want to say attachments, it's like associations, emotional like baggage from experiences in their life that have kind of kept them in a position of not expanding emotionally or not being comfortable trusting situations. And I think here, Gemini, I feel like you're offering somebody steady communication. You're offering somebody a steady stream of you know, you're offering them the opportunity to get to know somebody slowly and intentionally. And the way it feels, Gemini, is like you're actively trying to help this person trust again, or trust at all. That's what it is. And I don't want to make this person sound so broken, you know, it's not that. It's just this person feels like they've been through some hard knocks, honestly. Now, if you need to reverse the roles, please do. General readings, they're not going to resonate with everyone, and the roles might be switched. These are general, and they're picking up on a big collective of people. So I feel like there's an opportunity here for somebody to really have like kind of an emotional breakthrough, a breakthrough in love, and stability. I feel like somebody here gets to feel loved. I feel like somebody here gets to actually, sounds so cheesy, but like get nurtured in a way that maybe they haven't, or maybe they're not used to, but they need it. And there's some element here, Gemini, where you can see that and you deliver. You deliver. So let's get into this, okay? You come out, I asked, what's Gemini's position in this situation? You come out with the 8 of Wands here. The 8 of Wands is about communication, loving communication. This is also somebody who, you see he's jumping over the 4 of Wands, with those other four above his head. As silly as it sounds, that it gave me was some cultures, they'll like either, jump over a broomstick, or they'll like jump over a bottle or break a bottle or something. It's like there's different traditions to bring a union together, to solidify something. And maybe this is not what is being expressed, but it feels like the intention for that type of potential growth, it's underlying. It's underlying, and then we just take the 4 of Wands as well, just in general. And that's about taking things to the next level. It's about progressing with someone. It's about being open about feelings and actively making progress with somebody. And I also asked for shadow work. I use, where is it? I use the Denied Shadow Oracle. This is a lovely deck. It is from Etsy. And this is not what is in your reading. I'm just picking up a card. Don't worry about guilt. Maybe there's some guilt here, but that's not the point. It's a lovely deck, a little expensive. I think it's like $65, but really interesting cards. And it can help with a lot of information regarding shadow work and regarding what is necessary for us to have, impactful transitions and change in our emotions and our lives to be better equipped to operate in loving relationships in a whole manner. Good shit. So with your shadow work in this particular situation, Gemini, you have gesture. Someone wants to express themselves romantically. Now, I feel like you probably have expressed yourself romantically here, but I also feel like there's a level of patience. I feel like there's a level of patience because we understand that somebody maybe either is uncomfortable in connecting with you, not like it's your fault and you're a weird one to connect with, but like their experience in relationships in the past has been kind of painful. I feel like this person has also been very neglected. I feel like people have kind of like done wrong things, just not cool things. And so I wanna preface it like that, because what this is telling me is like, you're coming up here as the King of Cups as well, with the 10 of Wands, okay? This energy is somebody who is very caring, and they will carry the burden of patience, of time. They carry the burden of dealing with somebody who they know is skittish. Now, I want to say, if you're dealing with somebody that's constantly ghosting you and disregarding you and like crumbing you, breadcrumbing you, that's not what this is. This is somebody who is genuinely like trying to piece together and trying to trust again, trying to trust it all. And it feels like there's a very lovely connection here where that trust can be built, and your efforts and your gesture and extension of patience regarding these emotional burdens that this person is carrying, and also kind of the emotional burdens that you are going to be carrying through some of this. It doesn't matter, because it feels like you have the understanding that the outcome outweighs the burden, and you also see it for the person's growth, their life changing, their emotions growing, them being more whole. I feel like, Gemini, you're coming from a place of wholeness, or at least more wholeness, more stability than this person is, and they're not used to it. And I think that they might be having a little bit of conflict in that, just because it's like they have to trust. I feel you might be dealing with somebody who's a little bit either avoidant, or they don't know. It's like PDA, public displays of affection might be uncomfortable for them, or maybe when you try to kiss them or hold their hand, they kind of like shy away a little bit. It's not because they don't like you. It's just an admission of feeling. It's being okay to feel, to show that, and not worry that you're going to be hurt. I feel like this person's been hurt a lot. Your gesture does not go unnoticed though, Gemini. I really feel that deeply. I feel like whatever you're doing here, keep doing. Your patience, I don't want to say your patience is going to pay off, but your patience pays off in a very healing way for this person, and also a very nurturing way for you, because it feels like you love this person and you're willing to do the work, the hard work. This is a kind of relationship where people are not scared to do the work, and a partner can see another partner struggling emotionally or struggling financially or something, and they kind of know how to like lead them into a different aspect of that so they can heal from it, they can overcome it, and they can feel secure and safe in the situation so they can progressively move forward and change that outcome versus like being subject to fear of the outcome or fear of the situation. I feel this person really likes you. I feel they love you. I feel they want to be with you. I just feel that they have had a lot of knocks, and they kind of have to submit to emotions and feelings, and that might be a little bit uncomfortable here. So I asked, so that's your energy coming up here for this reading, Gemini. Now I asked for the person that you're dealing with, and they came up as the Ace of Swords. So, I genuinely feel, I don't think this is like cutting you out or anything like that. I feel that this is a genuine admission of feelings, but why is that? So it's an admission of feelings, but also it's something that they've kept quiet. They're not comfortable talking about emotions or feelings or something like this. So it's feeling safe to do that. It's feeling safe to trust and be honest here. They also came out with 2 other cards. You only got 1, they got 3 cards. So you have the Ace of Swords, and then you also have the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse. These are heavy energies. These are very hard, painful energies, Gemini. But the thing about them in reverse is that whoever's dealing with this, they're able to release the pain, or they're able to slowly cut away the pain, cut away the anxiety, cut away, their desire to separate or run. With the 8 of Cups and the 3 of Swords in reverse, this person's been through a lot. This person's been through a lot, I feel, a couple times, and it's kind of, I don't want to say jaded them, but it's made them feel a certain way about how relationships work, how they are, what their value and worth is in relationships. And I feel like they want to open up, but it's kind of coming from like a newer position. They're newer to this, where you come up as like, let's do it. Let's go. We're good. Let's trust me, and I will show you you can trust me by being patient with you. I will show you you can trust me by, okay, that's a message. I will show you you can trust me by me being secure and steady and stable in my own life. So it's not just like trying to give to them, trying to make them feel better, You're leading by example. You're showing them that things can happen in life when you do this, or when you take that next step, or when you allow yourself to step into something that's uncomfortable and stretch yourself in your comfort zones. Like, you're showing them that they can accrue balance and money and stability, emotional, physical, financial. There's an aspect here that this person has kind of like missed. Not to say they're bad or wrong or anything, but like everybody's different. So there's an aspect of here that this person has missed, and I think it's because they've been hurt a lot. And I feel like you're kind of here to help that. Again, this is not a video or a message for like, save the wounded person, especially if they're like, being horrible and breadcrumbing and like ignoring you and ghosting and This is not that. This is a very tender situation, a very loving situation, a very kind and nurturing situation. It's like you see the necessity to be open to this person's slow progression in love and comfort within that feeling. They, for their shadow work, they have careless actions, hurt feelings, and they have balance, inner harmony, energetic equilibrium. So they got these 2 cards, and what I'm picking up with this, Gemini, is that this person, because of these fears, because of these pains, because of how they've been treated, it's almost like they treat situations with a knee-jerk reaction, or like, a beaten dog is going to cower when you lift up your hand, you know, it's like, it's that immediate reactionary, like, you know, and it's not necessarily like a reflection on you. It's a reflection of the pain that this person has been in, Gemini. And I think one of these things that we are dealing with here as a result of that are careless actions. You know, sometimes when people have trauma, they create situations in their life that are very careless, they're very heartless, they can't, and it's not because they're trying to be, it's just they don't know how to attach emotionally, they don't know how to process things emotionally. And so it's like a little kid being unequipped, and they have to go, you know, they can't do it. So it almost feels like it's coming off as careless, but it's them trying to take care of themselves, and it's the only way they know how. Does that make sense? And here, they're trying to find stability and balance, but your efforts and gesture in their life, I feel like this is a consistent, I don't even know if it's gesture, it's a consistent way of being in their life that is extended to them by you, which brings back, or it helps balance into their life, you know? So there's that aspect that we're dealing with here, Gemini. This is a very beautiful reading. I love that there's so much compassion. I love that there's so much consideration in this, and I think it's wonderful. So in regard to what you can do to help this through, you come up with the 9 of Pentacles, which is lovely. This is another reason why I also said that you're kind of leading by example. You're kind of showing them different ways to like go about life to achieve different opportunities and achieve different goals. You're kind of showing them how to like be productive, feel good about themselves. This is the energy. Feel good about themselves. Feel an accomplishment. I don't know what happened here with this person, but it's like something kind of got really damaged for them. And it doesn't mean that they're totally broken, but like it feels like something got stunted. And I think one of the best ways for them to start to heal through that is to be exposed to as much stability as possible. And that's what this is about. This is about a self-made person. This is somebody that can take care of themselves. This is you know, your energy is coming up as this, okay? So you're good on your own, but it's like you're willing to be here for this person, okay? What they can do to help this along, they came up with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups is young. So when I say young, maybe they're a little bit younger than you, who knows? But the energy of this card is talking about somebody who is coming from a younger perspective when dealing with their emotions. It can also talk about somebody who, because of all the pain that they've experienced, they're stunted in their emotions. They don't know how to react. You know, maybe this is a lot of abuse. This can also be like, in a way, like, I know the 8 of Cups can talk about like emotions and relationship stuff, but I'm almost picking up like a father energy here too with this 8 of Cups, or like a masculine energy here. Like somebody did not show this person what stability and like staying power was. Somebody showed this person that people will leave you. And this was supposed to be somebody important in their life, like a father or a grandfather, like somebody like important. And it feels like they just like, they were in their own battles, and it ended up bleeding out on this person as a child or like something. It's just like some sort of like long-standing trauma. But whatever it is, this person, to help the situation move along, Gemini, they know that they have to express emotionally. And the nice thing about this is I feel that they can. And I feel that that's a relief for this person, Gemini. Now, I asked about, are there any internal or external influences in the situation? And you guys got 3 cards coming out. You have the 2 of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, and you have the Hangman. So with this energy, you guys, top forefront energy is the 2 of Cups. There's love here. There's love here. With the Wheel of Fortune, we understand that a situation is happening for somebody's greater good. We realize that this person has been stuck on a wheel over and over and over and over again with something emotional, especially with Piscean energy coming up. Could be dealing with the Pisces over here. You've got lots of water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. But this person's dealing with a lot of internal turmoil. And I feel with this specific card, there is an enlightenment that is coming from this. There is an enlightenment that's coming from this love that is being offered to them. And it's helping them get off of this cycle, this karmic wheel, this over and over and over again. I keep running into wrong people. I keep being hurt, da 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 da. This person is getting a chance to heal emotionally from the ground up. And it's nice. And I think that they're seeing that, which is something that helps them trust more. That's what it feels like, Gemini. So, yeah, those are the influences that are being present here. And I also feel here too with the Hangman here too. I feel like out of love, you also know when to step away. I'm not saying like leave them, shut them out, but like you know when to let them deal with what they need to deal with on their own for their own betterment. And you're there and you're a supportive element in their life, but you also realize that that work isn't done by you. You can be of support, but it's not your work to do. But by being there, you also show them that that work is not always so terrible. It's not always so difficult or hard. And there are people out there that can love, you know, there are people out there that can love. And this is kind of what you're showing this person. You're leading by example and you're leading through love. So very, very beautiful energy, Gemini. I love this, you know, very patient, very loving, very considerate, and realizing where somebody's at and offering an opportunity to change that and to start a new cycle with something completely new. I love that. Okay. And as far as like, is this worth salvaging? You have the 5 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands now. So I want to start this out. Well, okay. Let me sorry. I'm sorry. I'm going to take some water here because I'm getting like too many things going. All right. So, I feel like there's been a heaviness here. I feel like there's been a lot of grief here with this person. Also for the Oracle cards, you have adversity. Bottom of the deck, you have grief and peace as well. I think grief and adversity are diminishing considerably and peace is being attained here, Gemini. Now, with the 5 of Pentacles, this is talking about situations that don't really lead too much. They lead to a feeling of lack or being around people who, you know, they can't contribute much because they don't either have it financially or internally, emotionally. So somebody emotionally, this is somebody that's kind of like just tapped out and empty. They don't have anything to give. And sometimes it can also talk about like just being emotionally bankrupt. I don't think that that is the case here. It doesn't feel like that, Gemini. It feels like this person is coming from a place of kind of lack and emptiness, and I think you see the necessity to be present for that and help it through. Then you have the 6 of Wands, which is all about opportunities coming through. It's about being, it's about attaining success within a situation, seeing something through so you can actually like have a final outcome of positivity. And, you know, awareness in something. And I also want to say here too, Gemini, both of these cards are ruled by Jupiter, okay? Jupiter in Taurus, Jupiter in Libra. Leo, sorry, Jupiter in Leo. So Jupiter is the great benefic. Jupiter expands things, often bringing good things into our life, you know? And with this Jupiter in Taurus, what is Taurus about? Taurus is ruled by Venus. Venus is about love. It's about abundance. It's about creation and activity and engaging things to create more projects and experiences. You know, expansion of love, expansion of connection. I'm hearing filling the basket, filling the basket. So yeah, filling the basket. I don't know what that means, but filling the basket. Jupiter in Leo. Big love, expansive love, accepting love, feeling secure to express love to others. You see a lion in the background too? You see that lion? This is also the Leo energy, but there's a necessity for patience with the situation. Patience sees us through, okay? So yeah, worth salvaging for sure. Okay, so let's go ahead and clarify this reading here. I mean, I don't know how much we need to clarify, but I feel like, you know, why not a little bit? So All right, let's do this for Gemini couples. Okay. I mean, nothing is like screaming red flags to me. That's why I'm kind of like, how much do we genuinely need to like clarify here? Show me careless actions with this person. Okay, yeah. Careless actions are coming out with the Three of Swords here. The Nine of Cups. And we have the Four of Cups. So through pain, this person is kind of like rejected that anything good can happen to them. It feels like, no, nothing good will ever happen for me. Even though they're being offered something really good, this whole situation is led by the Three of Swords. So they got pain, they got heartache. But the way that they come up in the reading, Three of Swords in reverse. So we're reversing that now. We're getting over these hurts. We're seeing that there's potential here. And I do want to say with the Nine of Cups too, this is, it's not just satisfaction and fulfillment and getting your wishes met. It's also about connecting to people who are emotionally stable for us. There is a common denominator of emotional connection and love. There's consideration there. These are people that we feel good around. These are people that we can, you know, you're like next to the Ten of Cups, like that's good stuff. But from the 4 to the 9, what is that subtracted? 5 of Cups, worry, sadness, regret, depression, dissatisfaction in relationships, being left constantly, being avoided. Again, I keep getting like this strange like masculine energy in their life that maybe was like either toxic or just was neglectful or gone, just removed. So you might also be dealing with some abandonment issues as well for this person, Gemini. But again, we have the opportunity to really help somebody heal and to help them feel secure with something being offered to them here, because this is kind of like fear, okay? And this is coming up for that careless actions energy. I feel like this person, their knee-jerk reaction is to like run away or like get skittish, and maybe that's been problematic for them because it doesn't allow them to be present. It just allows them to flee. It's like they're always in fight or flight when it comes to like emotions and relationships. And so I think you're here to change that, Gemini. All right. So show me then, show me the Six of, no, show me the Six of Wands. Show me the Six of Wands. Lovers. Yeah, that's your energy, Gemini. Bottom of the deck, the World. This is a new opportunity. This is like full change, full transition, full like cycle ending. You also have the Wheel of Fortune along with the World. I love this combination. I really do. I think that this is one of the most transformational combinations just because it tells me that first of all, major arcanas represent, sorry, I've got hair on my finger, life lessons and experiences in this world and in our lives that we actually have to pay attention to. We have to go through the process and learn and change and grow. It's not like, you know, it's not like a minor arcana where like we can either avoid it or we can wiggle around it. Like major arcanas require us to step into the energy, okay? And so when we have that, you know, it's like, also again, ruled by Jupiter. So expansion, love, and if we are on this psychic wheel or this karmic wheel of like abandonment, dissatisfaction, frustration, internal dysregulation emotionally, we're coming to a position where we begin to trust. We can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, feeling comfortable again. I'm feeling somebody. Okay, so like I'm feeling like in bed, like maybe, this is such a weird visual, but like I feel like somebody laying in bed and then somebody puts their arm on their shoulder and they're like, you know, something like that. Or like, it's just, they're learning how to accept love. They're learning how to feel comfortable in it. They're learning how to feel love. That's what this is. They're learning how to feel love and you're being consistent. So that's wonderful. But yeah, this combination, beautiful. And with the Lovers, come on, you guys. This is like, let's do this. So I feel like you have that understanding and they are coming into that awareness and understanding. This is lovely. And with it, this is success. This is success, you guys, moving forward in that. So if you are diligent, if you are caring, considerate, compassionate, and patient with this person, it pays off so well, okay? Yeah, and I think you already know that. Show me adversity here for this situation. Yeah, so you have the King of Cups in reverse coming out here, Gemini, but you're also coming up as the King of Cups upright. So I feel the adversity that this person has dealt with have been people who are emotionally distant, who clam up, who don't express their emotions, people that can be cold, people that have like emotional agendas, or like they take advantage of people emotionally, and it's to serve their own purposes. And so if this person has consistently experienced that in relationships, they're going to have adversity. And it's going to be painful for them, okay? So be aware of that. Everything here indicates that you are, and it also indicates that you're willing to deal with some of that conflict, and you're willing to carry the burden of that because you realize that you love this person. You realize that they are worth it. And, you know, who doesn't have some bangs in their life? Who doesn't have some like scrapes and bumps and wounds and all of that stuff? I feel this is somebody receiving the opportunity to make better emotional choices through this connection. Just in general, it's very helpful. This is a very cathartic connection here for this person, and I think for you too. So yeah, avoidant, emotionally distant, abandonment energies, emotionally abandonment. This has brought adversity into this person's life. And here we come with peace. So let's show up with peace. What's up with peace? All right, so got 4 cards flying out. First one. Here we have the 9 of Swords, just constant worry, fear, things not coming together, over and over and over and over again. Sometimes it's just like the stories in our head that we just can't move past, okay? And then we have the 9 of Pentacles. You also come up as a 9 of Pentacles. So now we have 2 people able to cut through situations of difficulty, you know, 2 people actively working on cutting through difficult situations, emotional situations that are hard, so they can be, it's like 2 people showing up ready, you know, and maybe this one isn't coming ready, but they're starting to get to be ready. This is a progression here, okay? This takes a while. This takes a long while, but it's worth it. It has a giant payout, not just financially, but like in life spectrum, life situations. It's a huge payout because it's a personal accomplishment. It is an accomplishment to take care of yourself. It's an accomplishment to rely on yourself. And I feel like it's an accomplishment to you to show this person how to accomplish things. It's kind of like an interesting energy like that. I feel like it's like stable and secure, and I feel like you're ready to share that with somebody. Now, where's the other 2? Yeah. Where? Hang on. Was it 2? All right, well, I have this in my hand. This is what's coming up here, the 2 of Cups. So this energy is indicative of moving towards a stable relationship and clearing the clouds, clearing the mental funk and, you know, frustration of this person. Your steadiness here, Gemini, is a godsend to this person, okay? What else? I feel like I need to stop there because, I mean, I don't really think that there's much else to talk about. Can you give me one more card for Gemini, please? Yeah. Strength. You have strength coming out here. There's that little lion twice in this reading here. Strength. So patience. Patience of growth for both parties, but also the feeling of being secure in a situation to be patient in. So we're not like running in fight or flight anymore. And I do also want to say this is a lesson for this person in regard to how they balance themselves out and how they allow themselves to experience things versus like allowing their fear to take ownership of a situation in their mind and their emotions. They kind of like get to piece things out and take more time to assess and become more comfortable. So this is what I have for you, Gemini couples. This is lovely. I love it. Please be kind to each other and take your time and be patient and contribute to this person's life and growth, and it will feed you and nurture you in return. This is what I got for you. So yeah, if it was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. If you want a personal reading, you can contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com and interact with the channel if you like. Subscribe if you like. If this resonated, like it, you know, helps me, helps the channel, helps it reach other people. So that's the point here. I've taken a really long time off for a lot of really massive reasons, and unfortunately the algorithm is not nice to people that do that. So let's get this channel up and running again, please. I love you guys. I hope this is helpful. Good luck. This looks beautiful. Très magnifique. Bye-bye.